It's OTN, nigga. We out of time, right? Yeah. Hey, get low. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, give it up. Another day, another motherfucking victim. Yeah. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, give it up. Another day, another motherfucking victim.
If you trapping where your cheese at, 3 gats, ski mask, you see rats, squeeze that. Brain on his kneecaps, we back. Nigga tried to rob me for a G-pack. I just kill him and get that G back. Was shaking where the cheese at, the safe where the keys at. You shaking where the fleas at, the bully where the peas at. Cause you know my chain, I gotta freeze that. For that cane, I leave your brain where your seeds at. Ain't no trips to the hospital, ain't no rules, they just robbing you. Keep your cooler, you lose. If you move, they end up just popping you. Make you empty your pockets, your wallets, rings, and your watches too. Shotgun the rocket crew, bet your block will move. The general is Lord Stino. Catch me rolling in the gold regal. Do your dirt, but the Lord see you. You dive head first like a bald eagle. I make your head fly first, man, your dome will leave you.
Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, give it up. Another day, another motherfucking victim. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, give it up. Another day, another motherfucking victim.
So if you ride a nigga, ride out, or die till you die out. It's OTN, salute to the timeout. You never know just what you do until you hurting in your time out. Copper pie, chopper pie, sell it to the pie out. Never cry, they give you something to cry about. You shy, you better hide up in your hideout. They got them Ray niggas that be shooting niggas' eyes out. Beach chair making niggas lie down. For real, I ain't Hollywood, then again I probably
Yeah, for not checking in. Shout out, boy.
In the polished wood, then again I probably could make a couple stacks off a rap. My shit off the shelf, your shit tarnished goods. This is Q York, orange plate, blue fork. We popping over here, fuck you, dog. I'm about to serve a nigga, kill a nigga. Then I leave a new boss. A lot of teams got took that way, such a true loss.
Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, give it up. Another day, another motherfucking victim. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, put 'em up. Stick 'em, I stick 'em, give it up. Another day, another motherfucking victim. It's OTN, nigga. Well, we out of time, right? Pack, get low.
Yeah, for not checking in. Shout out, boy Drizzy, eh? Triple G's, you know how we rock, slap, brat, clap.
Yeah.
I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper.
Yeah.
I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper.
It's still a feeling that you love to hate. Don't hesitate to put in work just to get this pay. And all this talk about food, I guess I need a plate. And once the trap house boom, I guess I flip a state to get this rape. Money violent like I'm in rape. Half a brick a yay, my firework like Independence Day. Spark a split for hate. Niggas learn from that chink shit. Now my shooters move around, we moving brink switch. I'm from the school of the hard knocks, from a hard block. I need a beat with a hard knock, flipping hard rock. Need a coupe with a hard top or a hard drop. Pull it out, they be all shocked. Watch they jaws drop. My niggas crazy, but we optimistic. Cause I remember days I didn't have a pot to piss in. Somebody tell these pussy niggas I'm the best that did it. Your boy Dag, fire plane, that's the best description. Motherfuckers,
yeah. I just want the paper. I just
I say, yeah. One time for the town chant. You already know the vibes, all right? Let me get another yeah. One time for the republic in which I stand. You already know what it is, man. It is I, the toughest of all things, tough Stino, man. Please hit that like button and subscribe. My like broke. I got another like that's coming to the crib the next day or two. But until then, please enjoy the live. Slam that like button, please. All right, body slam your whole palm on that like button, champ. All right, make the like button get extra light and slam it. All right, if not, I'm gonna introduce you to the artist incarcerated and known as Kells because you need to use your common sense. Let's go.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Go on ahead and use your Skrobowskis, use your common sense. Slam on that like button real quick before we get started, all right? Before we get started here today, go ahead and go slam on that like button. Whoever's in attendance while I twist this last twist on this spliznif, you already know the vibes, man. Let me move this picture, man. So look, salute to everybody in the chat already. VX, salute, you know the vibes. Gina, what's popping? You know what it is. Diamond D Bam Gotti, you know what it is, man. Salute to the hood, salute to Southside, salute to the town. You already know what it is, man. We about to get into a couple of good topics, man. Today it's been getting kind of crazy. And we're gonna see exactly why here in 1 second. All right. So it was a bad couple of days for the Bobs, champ. All right, the Barbies. It's been a bad couple of days for that fan base, champ, because it seems as if your girl Nicki Minaj was a victim of some mean swatting. I can't hold you. That swatting game is very, very mean indeed. And not only did they swat Shorty, but they called DIFUS. They called Child Protective Services on Nicki Minaj, champ, and the police did pop out at her residence a couple of times. And yo, listen, man, to all y'all viewers, all y'all fans out there, bro, like that Beyond People page, bro. Like, I understand trolling, like everybody want to be funny and everybody want to troll. But at the end of the day, things like this get very, very dangerous when you swatting people and you doxing people and you doing all that, bro. It gets very, very dangerous, all right? But this is exactly what happened here, champ, okay? According to TMZ, as always, because TMZ always is one of the first, right? Nicki Minaj is the victim, the most recent victim of swatting pranks. And y'all guys, we need to call it swatting attacks, champ. Swatting attacks, not a prank. It's not a prank to call police to somebody's crib and make up allegations that may get their kids taken away, that may get them in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it was a certain situation where somebody got turned into LeBron dust from a swatting incident, and the police came in and was just tweaking, right? That took place at her LA home, one involving a child abuse claim and another involving a house fire. All right, Child Services received an anonymous call earlier this month, and they got to stop doing that too, bro, with the anonymous call stuff, man. All right, because a lot of this stuff be false, champ. All right, a lot of people just get mad at people, and I exposed Flacco and Flacco homie, Poetic Flacco and Flacco homie, for doing this to somebody that they agreed with on YouTube. They did this. They called Child Protective Services, and I still have the video in case anybody wants to deny that. We could pull a video up on that, champ. All right. Law enforcement reportedly arrived at Nicki's home Monday evening, speaking to Nicki and her husband, Kenneth Penny, after seeing their child, which is not just seeing their child, champ. All right. They want shirt off. They want to see if the child got any bruises, if the child is being neglected in any way, not just after seeing the child, after seeing if they got enough food in the house, going through the house, seeing the crib, making sure that the child is not being abused, not just after seeing the child. Okay, then it says, and seeing that there was no abuse, which, like I said, that's light. Because what they really do is very intrusive, champ. Not gonna hold you. What they really do is very intrusive, champ. All right, I had somebody do this to me, champ. I had somebody that wanted my apartment so bad that they did this to me, champ, while I was at work. All right, so I know exactly what happens when this type of stupid stuff transpires. All right, after seeing their child and seeing that there was no abuse, deputies determined that the star was a victim of swatting. All right. TMZ says that law enforcement received another call within 24 hours reporting that Nicki's home was on fire, which also turned out to be false. She has also hired lawyers, okay, to ensure the people behind the swatting incident are exposed and held accountable which they should be, bro. Like y'all gotta stop. All right, y'all really like, bro. Like, salute to everybody, bro. Like, I'm not a hateful person, bro. So I don't really hate a lot of people and all that, bro. But things like this, bro, like y'all gotta get some type of life. Like y'all gotta get some type of hobbies. Like get some type of goals in life. Like I understand, like you looking at somebody that may seem invincible, champ. You like, well, I want to touch this person in some type of way. Pause, champ. All right, but a lot of y'all, like I said, instead of using things for good, like becoming some sort of promotion for this famous person, try to contact her like, yo, I'm good at promotion, I'm good at computers. Y'all want to do swatting. This is why nobody gets hired. This is why you end up in the same position that you're at now, champ. All right, because y'all don't know what y'all doing, man. All right, it just gets nasty. Diamond D says, I've had it done to me, but it went nowhere because I be on my, yeah, I mean, it went nowhere as well on my end as well. But at the end of the day, that first initial like visit is like, oh, yo, what the hell's going on, champ? Like, oh, now we got a call. Like, call or what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very intrusive and it's very nasty to do any one of those things, whether it be swatting, calling somebody's job because you don't like them and making up stories. That happened to me as well. I got fired because somebody called one of the jobs and made up some crazy story about something that I supposedly had did, and the job just fired me, like straight off bat. Now, I mean, it's very nasty to do things like that, but I understand when people want people at a higher stature in life to lose everything. I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I understand that that's what it is, right? I totally understand that that's what it is, or else you probably wouldn't be doing this. Salute to Stino and the Republic. We in the building. Salute to F Tank. You know the vibes. I seen you said that you hit the notification bell, turned it off, and turned it back on, champ. That is the thing to do if you're not getting notifications, champ, and you wish to get notifications. First and foremost, make sure the notification bell is turned on, champ. You're not going to get notifications if the bell ain't turned on. If it is turned on, just turn it off and turn it back on, and it should work as promised, all right? It should work as promised. Salute to everybody pulling up, man. But yeah, last closing words on Nicki Minaj being a victim of these swatting attacks and child abuse and child protective services being called on her, bro. Y'all got to chill out, bro. I don't agree with that. Unless it's a real thing that you probably saw, champ, right? Unless it's you really think the child is, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't want to deter anybody from using the services there to help people. But if you're using these services here to hurt people, you have to grow up, champ. All right, you just have to grow up, and eventually is going to be laws and stuff passed to where if they figure out who did it, you're going to be very much in trouble. If there ain't already laws on it already, champ, I'm pretty sure that's illegal already. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving because the next couple of topics are a doozy. All right. So DJ drama. Now, some people you would never think would be in any type of problems. Like me, I don't really like when I think of people that may get into situations, it'd be like drill rappers, younger rappers. It don't really be anybody with like gray hairs, champ, like gray hairs through the beard. Now I'm saying like older gentlemen. I don't really think that. Well, comes to find out, your boy DJ Drama got, and it says his chain snatch. But I got other sources that said that man was just robbery-tized, champ, all right? I have sources that saying that your boy Drama was robbery-tized, put up no fight, champ, and was robbery-tized, champ, all right? So I do have the article, and I do have a video as well from the people that allegedly took his chain, champ, all right? Took his chain and ran off with his bread.
For not checking in. Shout out, boy Drizzy, eh? Triple G's, you know how we rock, slap, brat, brat.
So for one, why the hell would you shout? Like, why would you commit a robbery, right? Why would you commit a robbery and shout out Drake? that I have no idea why you. I don't know who Triple G, GGG. I don't know who that is, champ. I'm not up on Canadian syrup gangs. I'm not up on maple gangs. I'm not up on maple pancake syrup gangs, champ. All right. I'm not up on hockey gangs. I'm not up on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not up on that, champ. I'm not up on running up on people with ice skates on. I'm just not up on that, champ. Right? But that doesn't mean that it don't get crazy out Canada, champ, right? But why would you commit to doing a robbery, right? And then get on national syndicated social media, champ, the Clouded Teen stage, and shout out Drake? That makes 100% no sense to me. I believe that these fellas are hopped up on liquid maple tasting Clouded Teen, champ. They have the Clouded Teen maple flavored drops, and I believe that this is what they on, champ. I don't know who these guys are, but I'm gonna play the video again, and you let me know if they clouded or not.
Yeah, for not checking in. Shout out, boy Drizzy, eh? Triple G's, you know how we rock, slap, brat, brat.
Oh, bro, y'all gotta like, for real, like y'all gotta like, y'all gotta like, it has to be like, bro, come on, man, come on, bro. Come on. Now, I know some of y'all may know who Son is. I don't know who Son is, but that's allegedly the change that he took. Got my son smiling ear to ear, champ. All right? Got my boy smiling ear to ear with Eva Longoria or whichever one of those actresses that is, champ. I don't know who that is. Vanessa Del Rey. I have no idea who that is, champ. I seen her face, but I don't know her name. I'm not going to hold you. But I do got the article, man, because I want to see exactly what happened, because them boys ain't really tell us enough, champ. All right. I need to see what happened. And this is what the article says. Salute to Hip Hop DX for the information. All right. DJ Drama allegedly gets chain snatched in bloody Toronto debacle. I'm going to call it a club debacle, champ, because allegedly he did not throw no punches. All right, take the vest off, champ. You need to protect yourself. A strong offense is better than a weak defense, champ. All right, that vest don't got no plates in it, champ. That vest got 0 plates in it, champ. All right, a strong offense is better than a weak defense. DJ Drama might have run into some trouble with some Toronto goons who are claiming to have snatched his chain for not checking in with them after a recent performance. All right. So this whole checking in stuff, as we know, the whole checking in thing was like a thing in America like last year, bro. Like, y'all a little late. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all Canada, like y'all moving a little late, champ. Like, this was last year that everybody was talking about checking in, where you could go, where you can't go, no fly zones and all that. It's a little bit like last year, champ. Everybody not really pressed on that right now. But I digress. In the video posted on Saturday, June 10th, which I just showed y'all, 3 masked men who why would you wear masks and say your name? My sons had masks on, talking about Triple G's, bro. Word, y'all know who it is. Drizzy, bro. Salute, Drizzy. Why would you do that? Right? Who all appear to be wearing matching jeans and t-shirts. Yeah, champ. Can be seen holding what appears to be Philly DJ's Iced Out Generation Now chain while shouting out Drake. All right? The 3 goons then flash some cash, seemingly as further proof of their successful snatching spree. The incident allegedly happened after DJ Drama's performance at the popular Century nightclub on King Street in Toronto. An eyewitness who was reportedly at the scene of the attack claimed that the snatching happened inside the club itself. A man messaged the betting group last night saying, "Big fight at my club tonight. Mans jumped DJ Drama, and this guy is still gushing out blood, champ." All right. Like 20 minutes later. And then another man called me saying he witnessed it live. He wrote, "No actual footage from the alleged attack yet has turned up And people have been reaching out to DJ Drama, and he is not responding. The Triple G shouting out the 6 guys seems a little curious considering DJ Drama and Drake squashed their longtime beef last month. Now, beef sometimes don't get squashed, bro. I would never trust Drake. Like, if I ever got on Drake bad side, I'm not going to trust Drake because Drake is light-skinned. No shade, but I just understand what that means. Sometimes that means that these brothers will sneak you, champ. They be like, oh yeah, man, it's cool. And then they start to talk crazy behind your back and start moving crazy. It's probably never over with a cream cheese complected brother, all right? Many were surprised to see Drake appear on the track list for Jack Harlow's sophomore album. So he was just on Jack Harlow's album. So that's why they're trying to say that he is beefing with Drake. We got to stop this narrative. LOL Drama tweeted, me and Drake been put that to rest. Grown men-ish. And beyond that, Jack and Drake cultivated their own relationship. Now everybody go stream that Churchill Downs. So yeah, champ. All right. They're gonna get into their relationship. I don't really care about him and Drake's relationship. What I do care is why are these Toronto goons acting crazy? I didn't know that there were hooligans in Toronto, but there seems to be a bunch of hockey playing hooligans that snatch chains.
Yeah, for not checking in. Shout out boy Drizzy, eh? Triple G's, you know how we rock, slap, brat, brat.
Guess what? Don't be surprised if you see Drake name in that indictment.
And YouTube, watch how many niggas go to jail off YouTube this year. Trust that I said that.
It seemed like y'all want to go to jail so bad, bro. Like it's like beyond me. Y'all love jail. Like that's the whole number one meaning of doing everything that y'all doing online is to go to jail. I don't understand that, bro. All right. Snub said vest is fashionable. Well, I guess so, champ. I guess so. They need a clouded team anonymous, bro. They is listen, man. Like I said, I don't know who these guys are, champ, but it just looks nasty. Showface News says Canada don't do check-ins. Well, it seems like they do now. Like I said, Canada a little bit late, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little bit late. You know what I'm saying? They have masks going for nothing. Yeah, bro. Like, how are you going to rob somebody and then shout out Drake? Drake, you have to find some better hitters, champ. You have to find some better hitters, champ. Like, to me, like, I would be tight. Like, bro, why you say my name in connection with this man getting his ass whooped, bro? Why would you do that, bro? Like, that doesn't make sense. They wasn't in the hood, bro. They were in an empty parking lot. They probably was, champ. I don't know, man. Drake got a few people violated. He connected with Jay Prince, and he didn't choose sides between Wayne and Thug. He is soft. Thug tried to get Wayne clipped, and Drake still F with son. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like I said, that's that American craft single complected adrenaline, champ. All right. That's that that's that raw paper complected adrenaline, champ. Okay. That's exactly what that is, bro. He's never gonna let you know exactly what it is, but he will sneak you. I'm not gonna hold you. Toronto is as bad as Chicago. Some say. Salute and fact, Showface News. You already know the vibes. F-Tank, what it is, champ. Love it like they have a man in there waiting for them. Yo, you want to know what they got in jail waiting for them, Diamond? You want to know what they have? This is what they have, champ. This is what they have, champ. It's probably nobody else from America that's gone to Canada and been robbed like that, bro. It's probably no other rapper that's been robbed like that, and niggas talk about it and gloat about it online like this is the Bronx or this is Chicago or something like that, champ. All right. It's insane to me. They gotta chill out. They gotta chill out. Some with painted nails put the goons on. Yo, bro, I can't call it, man, but all I know is that man DJ Drama got his chain chicken snatched. You know what I mean? Chicken. That shit snatched. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that go, bro. And I said this before with the whole just with everybody in general, bro. Like when I was raised, like when I came up through the streets and all that, you couldn't just wear a chain, bro. Like it wasn't like, bro, like that chain represented something and you had to be willing to die for your chain, bro. And that's just real talk. I understand people give up their stuff, but sometimes people will body you for that chain. Some people is not just going to rob you or beat you up, bro. Some people will try to turn you to LeBron dust, champ, and take the chain after you're already on the ground, bro. This is how that works, bro. This is why everybody's not supposed to be wearing chain. You're food, all right? You are food, champ. And like I said, Canada is a little late with the check-in situation. You know, that's not really their culture. But understand the plate is a plate, bro. The only way for you not to become a plate is for you to be a dangerous man, especially if you got that jewelry. Look at Shannon Sharp. He just got robbed for $1 million in jewelry or something like that. $5 million in jewelry or something like that, champ. All right. And I was having this discussion with somebody else, I believe yesterday, when we was talking about jewelry and chains and all that. And I was like, yo, bro, it don't really make no sense because you just letting people know you got stuff to take. That's the era I come from. That's where I come from. They will take your stuff unless you're a tough guy. All right. And DJ Drama, although you wear vest, you are not a tough guy, sir. Okay. That's just what that is, bro. You are not a tough guy. I bet they wouldn't have did that to Fifth. I bet they wouldn't have did that to Fifth. I'm not going to hold you. I bet they wouldn't have did that to Fifth. On my soul, they wouldn't have did that to Fifth. You know what I'm saying? They'd have let Fifth rock. They'd have let Fifth rock. I'm not going to hold you. Fabio got his chain taken from somebody else that he let hold his chain. They did not run up on Fabio and take his chain. All right. That's why I didn't cover that. Well, I think I may have covered that situation, but that's why I didn't really, you know what I'm saying, get into that because Fabio gave one of his artists the chain. They robbed his artist. They didn't take the chain from Fabio. It's different if you run up on somebody, violate him, and take his chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, he gave his chain to somebody else. His man was wearing his chain fresh and flea and was a plate. A lot of these dudes be plated, and I don't per se like Fabio, but I'm not going to spread no false narrative on him. You know what I'm saying? Like dudes ran down on him. Mark the Shark says, yeah, they wasn't smart. I'm pretty sure if people do some homework, you can figure out, bro, people know who this is, bro. It's not like people, I just don't know who that is because I'm not in my 20s no more. My mind is all on business and how to create platforms and move around and connect with people and all that. I'm not hip on who's the gangsters in Canada. I'm not really hip on that, but it is people that know who Triple G's is, champ. All right, I tried to Google Triple G's. Golovkin came up, the boxer champ. Triple G Golovkin came up. These guys didn't come up, so I don't know who these guys are. Maybe y'all know who they are. Yeah, Drake picked sides with Dirk and YB though. I mean, listen, picking sides doesn't always make you tough. And the thing with Drake is, like I said, the only reason why I brought up Drake is because they said Drake in the video. And my thing is, if Drama squash beef with Drake, then why did they do that? It's obviously that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Drake is a person that'll most likely move on a cream cheese level. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll just move on a Philadelphia cream cheese level. All right. So you got to watch those guys. F-Tank says it's crazy, bro. Everybody run to the internet with everything they do. That's crazy. I mean, listen, it's either one or two things. It's either you're talking about the algorithm or you're becoming the algorithm. Right? So these people that you see talking about their life, DJ Academics, he does a little both. Like he talks about things that are going crazy, news wise, and then he also brings his life into it. You saw No Jumper did it, right? Where they started bringing up their life and talking about their life and exposing because it's better view wise for people to talk about you opposed to you talking about people, right? Some of us just have enough wherewithal to not put our business out there in the street, or if you like me, you don't really get into nothing, champ. Like I'm not out here getting into problems to be telling y'all about. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, I'm not arguing with people online, and I've had disagreements with a lot of platform people, but we're not doing that online no more. Like I'm not really with the back, not to say it's not gonna happen, because somebody may push my buttons the wrong way, but that's not what I'm out here for. All right. Facts about the flaunting it. It's an open invitation. It is, champ. It is, champ. All these chains on and 4, 5, 6 chains. You got the choker chain, you got the medium choker, the large choker, then you got the Cuban, then you got another Cuban, you got all these pieces on it, bro. Like, what do you think people gonna do, bro? I come from an area where you can't walk down something like that. You can't walk, I don't care who, bro, maybe Fifth. And Fifth got people with him. Understand, you're not walking down something like that, bro. You're not walking down something like that, bro. You're not walking down God Brew like that. You're not walking down Linden like that. Nowhere on Linden. All the way up to Springfield and pass, all the way into Elmont. It's not really happening, champ. Somebody's going to ride past you like, oh, snap. They're going to spin the block around and they're going to park up and they're going to come to you, bro. That's exactly how that worked. That's exactly how that worked, bro. You know what I'm saying? In any borough in New York, bro, I don't think that that's possible. Me, I just don't believe that that's possible for you to not be from, even if you're from there, but for you to not be from there and go there with all your jewelry on, acting like you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Showface News says he a corny person that want acceptance in wild things. Yeah, I mean, Drake is a person that wants late stage acceptance, and he's always been like that, right? Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, like he didn't know where he was from. Drake didn't know where he was from. He didn't know where he wanted to be. Did he want to be from Canada? Did he want to be black? Did he want to be white? Did he want to act? Did he want to rap? Did he want to be from Houston, Atlanta, or Las Vegas? All right. He had many different accents, rapped with many different twangs, Jamaican, Afro beats. It's yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's somebody who has identity crisis. That's why he has braids at 30. Okay, he never had braids. He's my age. He's never had braids before this, champ. You can look through the pictures. We have Google. Never, ever had braids, champ. First time he painted his nails. You are 30, champ. If you wanted to express yourself in mook-like fashion, you should have did that in your 20s or your teens where you was trying to figure yourself out, champ. You shouldn't still be trying to figure yourself out at 36 years old, 35, 37, however old he is, champ. It's just too old to be doing that. All right. F Tank says facts. There's a lot of places you ain't walking around like that without getting jacked. Bro, it's very few places that you could walk around with all your chains on. And you know what? Before we get into the next topic, right? I'm not going to spend all night on DJ Drama because he's not tough. So that's why he got his chain took, right? A lot of these guys, they don't be from the hood and they don't be tough. But understand what I'm about to say. Being able to walk around with all your chains on, untouched, makes you feel tough. It doesn't matter. Regardless of if you was a tough person before then. I'm telling you something. Walking around with all your jewelry on in places that you don't know and being untouched makes you feel tough. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Doesn't matter who you are, bro. If you got on $1 million in jewelry, I'm saying 100,000, 200,000, the 20,000, 1,000, doesn't matter, champ. And you walking around with all your worth on, and you walking around, you walking through the streets, you going to clubs, and you chilling, you hollering at shorties. You got all the best shorties and all that. When you come to town, bro, it make you feel tough, bro. This is why a lot of this rap stuff, it emulates the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? It emulates the streets because everybody wants to feel tough. All right. Everybody wants to feel tough. But this goes to show you, champ, there's a target on your chest when you wear them chains. All right. There's a nice, big Superman-like target shield on your chest, champ, when you wear them chains. Will I ever get some chains? I'm probably, bro, I'm an old guy, bro. Like, everything I'm doing is for my kids, bro. Everything I'm doing is for my kids. I really don't need it, bro. I had chains. I had jewelry before, bro. Like, I really don't need it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm doing is for my son and my daughter. It's not for nothing else besides that. Yeah, champ. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? But salute to DJ Drama, son almost 40, tweaking. Yeah, any Drake is definitely on that 40 train or close to it, champ. All right, tweaking. But like I said, salute to DJ Drama because, like I said, I don't have no hate towards nobody. I don't have no disdain or none of that towards DJ Drama. I'm just telling the truth. All right, you're not tough. All y'all rappers and DJs, and you even got DJ Academics walking around. He says this all the time, bro. Like, this is the crazy part, right? Because I be speaking facts. Son, Academic said all the time, like, he was just like, yeah, I was at Philly, I was at the Roots picnic, and I was there, bro. I had on all my jewelry, I had on my fronts, I had on everything, bro. I was, you know what I'm saying, I was comfortable. Like, bro, you not tough, bro. Like, this is the problem. Y'all be wanting to be tough. Y'all, that symbolizes something that you're not. Being able to walk around with all your chains on, the jewelry, it symbolizes something that you guys are not. But as I said, even the non-tough ones, the square ones, the ones that say they not gangster, and they, yeah, I know I'm not gangster, I call the police on you, bro. Y'all still want to feel tough. All right? Y'all still want to feel tough. DJ Drama is a loser. DJ Drama and DJ Envy almost the same the same peppermint complected brothers. Yes, champ. Yes, they are. Yes, they are, champ. It's a common trait between the beige. All right, the beige. Winter Sama says, I'm from Canada. Salute, mate. You know what I'm saying? Salute, mate. You know what I mean? It's all jokes, bro, man. I know everywhere got gangsters places in them. You know what I'm saying? It's just the misconception that I'm playing on right now is the common misconception that Canada is one of the nicest countries that you could go to. So I'm just making jokes, bro. I'm not trying to disrespect Canada and nothing like that, bro. I'm just making jokes on y'all hockey playing niggas, bro. That's all, bro. It ain't really nothing serious. I ain't really nothing serious. But we do have some more serious stuff to talk about, champ. All right. So make sure y'all are slamming that like button when y'all come in here or before y'all leave. If y'all done already saw what y'all wanted to see, make sure you hit that like button before you go. All right. Or when you show up, make sure you picking that like button up and slamming it to the ground as you see in this picture. All right. Now, the thumbnail I messed up. I got to change the thumbnail, Chinka. That's not son name. Son name is Daniel Penny, all right? But if y'all remember, I covered the case of Daniel Penny, the subway attacker, champ, all right? So Daniel Penny has been charged with manslaughter, with taking a man's life on the subway. If y'all remember, this is the man, Jordan Neely, the subway victim, okay? He was choked by Mr. Penny. All right. And many people, if y'all tune into the channel, bro, I had a tweaker. All right. I had a tweaker pop up on the live, and he said that this man did the work of God. And that further made me go on to Twitter and just type in Daniel Penny and see how much racist things that there were to say in regard to that situation. However, he has come out with a statement, not a statement, but basically a tell-all. So he telling his side to the story. And I figured, you know what? I might as well play what he has to say since I've already covered the topic. All right. So let's hear what he had to say about the day in question, about why he decided he needed to take the life of Jordan Neely. All right, let's hear what he had to say. Let's go.
Well, I live in the East Village in Manhattan, so I take the subway multiple times a day. In this instance, I was coming from school. I got out of class around 2:15, and I took the I was at J Street Metro Tech, took the Uptown F train. At 2nd Avenue, a man came on, stumbled on. He appeared to be on drugs. The doors closed, and he ripped his jacket off and threw it at the people sitting down to my left. I was listening to music at the time, and he was yelling, so I took my headphones out to hear what he was yelling. And the three main threats that he repeated over and over was, "I'm going to kill you, I'm prepared to go to jail for life, and I'm willing to die."
All right, so let's digest what this man just said. So I thought that he lived in West Islip, but he's from West Islip. He lives in Manhattan. He was coming on his way home from school in the afternoon, 2:30 sometime. He said he got on the F train, right, going uptown. He said then he seen Mr. Jordan Neely board the train. The first thing that I see as a red flag is him saying that this man was on drugs. Because that you don't know if he was on drugs or not. He had mental health issues. So maybe the way he was walking, or maybe the way he was talking, or his body language may have been somebody that you may think is on, or maybe he was on some type of medication for that. But for you to say that he was on drugs, to me, is wrong, right? Because this is an open case. They haven't selected a jury yet. So right now, what you're doing is swaying possible jurors. And of course, somebody will come in there and say, "Oh, no, I didn't hear about this case," or, "Oh, no, just to get on the jury." All right, just to be a juror. They will do this, champ. You should see how many people on Twitter back this man. And there are a lot of back the blue people, okay? There are a lot of Trump supporters. There are a lot of right wing, I guess, people. I'm not really into politics like that, but that's just what they say in their tweets behind this man Daniel Penny. All right. Mark the Shark says, "Oh yeah, that man whose uncle was named Tom. I remember him saying all the lame talking points. Yeah, he said that this man did the work of God and all that. I had to kick him off the platform. But like I said, everybody's opinion is welcome. I just don't like the trolling. Right? If we're gonna have a discussion, we're gonna have a discussion. I'm just not in for the trolling. All right. So yeah, that whole he was on drugs and all that, you don't know if he was on drugs. You may have thought he was on drugs, but you didn't know possibly that he was on drugs for certain. Okay, let's keep it going.
You know, this was a scary situation, and Mr. Neely came on. He was threatening. I'm 6'2", and he was taller than me, so it was. And there's a common misconception that Marines don't get scared. We're actually taught one of our core values is courage, and courage is not the absence of fear, but how you handle fear. And, you know, I was scared for myself, but I looked around, I saw women and children. He was yelling in their faces, saying these threats. I couldn't just sit still.
Good old Patriot, champ. All right, good old Patriot. Hold on one second. Somebody just tagged me. All right, Mr. Hardeen, salute, champ. I see you just tagged me on Instagram. I'm very I be everywhere, champ. Salute. But yeah, son, so he's right. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is what you're gonna do in your time of fear. So he is right about that. My thing is, whether or not you're afraid of what someone is saying, it does not give you the right to touch them. That's just a fact. Son could say whatever he want. What you were supposed to do is call the police or wait until the next stop. Since y'all was in between stops, you're supposed to wait, champ. All right? Unless he pulls out a weapon or unless he does anything like that, you do not have the right to do anything to him. Okay. And this is what it says, man. According to New York penal law, you will face a charge of menacing in the 3rd degree if you do anything that puts another person in reasonable fear of physical injury or death. It is a Class B misdemeanor. And I know this for a fact because I got menacing charges, champ. I got menacing charges just from arguing with people. And they calling the police on me. Like, oh, he's crazy. Da, da, da. And they come, they lock me up, and they can't give me an assault charge because I didn't hit nobody. They can't give me anything else, so they give me a menacing charge. Menacing. Like, oh, you're just scary. You're just a big, scary guy. Menacing, right? So that's ultimately, from what he's saying, what this person did would have gotten him a Class B misdemeanor if they would have locked him up. Knowing New York, they probably wouldn't even lock son up because they see him on the train all the time. All right. He probably sleeps on the train sometimes, right? So they probably wouldn't even lock son up. They probably would have took him off the train and talked to him, bro. This is a regular occurrence in New York. Not to say it's right or wrong, but understand when you're in New York, you're going to be around people, a lot of people, especially in Manhattan, that are homeless. Some have mental illness, and they just be on it like that, bro. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do anything to you. You were scared, so that made you react prematurely, champ. All right? You were scared, so that made you react prematurely. And what you did is against the law. I just want everybody to understand that. New York doesn't have any type of stand your ground or self-defense is very tricky in New York unless you're a certain complexion. All right, New York does not have a stand your ground law. State law explicitly imposes a duty to retreat before resorting to a deadly force outside the home. So that means that, and some may say, well, he didn't use deadly force. He did. Somebody passed away, champ. We seen with these police court cases that rear naked choke is deadly force, champ. It's deadly force. People are passing away from being choked out, bro. This is exactly what's happening. So you use deadly force instead of retreating. Everything that I found was to be against the law. All right. Everything that I found to be against the law. All right. Winter Sama says, it seems crazy to choke someone for that long, though. Well, which he gets into in the next clip. He says everybody says that it was 15 minutes, but it wasn't. He said it was only between stops, right? So if you live in New York, you can kind of gauge how long those stops is. Maybe about 5 minutes or so, 3 minutes. Some stops are shorter than others, but it was in between one stop and the next, in between the tunnel or whatever. By the time they got to the next stop, he's saying that, you know, people got him off and the police was there and all that other stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, why you just didn't wait to the next stop, bro? You reacted wild crazy. He didn't have no toast on him. Like, he didn't pull out nothing. The police didn't find nothing on this person when they did get him. He didn't have no weapons, right? So you just reacted prematurely, bro. Right? You were scared because dude was taller than you and he was apparently on drugs, which makes people a little bit easier to defeat, to me, champ, right? Unless they on crack. It's kind of hard to defeat a brackhead, champ. All right? Them niggas is like ninjas. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like, right? Mark the Shark says, retreat, and if you can't, then you can use force, but you have to try to retreat first. Yes, and what he did was he took on the threat that he felt was a threat. He took on the threat. Me, I've been on the train. I've been on the train where I'm like, yo, bro, if this dude touch me, bro, or if he touch somebody, I'm gonna violate. But you gotta wait until see, and I guess that's me being my complexion I am, bro. We're taught the rules, and we're taught the rules to go by, champ. Like, yo, you don't touch nobody unless they touch you, because you're gonna go to jail. Right? So when we see things like this, we like, bro, why is son not in jail, bro? He touched somebody that did not touch anybody, and he took that person's life. Right? But if I touch somebody without them touching me, bro, I could yell at somebody and I'm going down. That's just how that is, bro. I've been to jail for yelling and screaming at people, bro. It's crazy. Let's get into some more comments and then we're going to get into that next clip, man. All right. Andrew Craddock, salute, champ. You know the vibes. Only the ghost, my guy. He says ninjas. Yo, bro, people that hit that brat pipe are ninjas, champ. Are ninjas. All right. They want to be ninja. Let's go to the next clip and listen to what Mr. Penny has to say, champ. All right.
Some people say that I was holding on to Mr. Neely for 15 minutes. This is not true. I mean, between stops is only a couple minutes. So the whole interaction lasted less than 5 minutes. Some people say I was trying to choke him to death, which is also not true. I was trying to restrain him. You can see in the video there's a clear rise and fall of his chest, indicating that he's breathing. I'm trying to restrain him from him being able to carry out the threats. And then some people say that this is about race, which is absolutely ridiculous. I didn't see a black man threatening passengers. I saw a man threatening passengers. A lot of whom were people of color. The man who helped restrain Mr. Neely was a person of color. And then a few days after the incident, I read in the papers that a woman of color came out and called me a hero. What I don't believe that I'm
woman
I'm
of
a hero,
color, bro. What is this?
She was
50s?
one of those people that I was trying to protect.
What is this? The 50s? What is this? Is this the 50s, champ? Is this the 20s? What are we talking about? People of color. Yo, bro. Yo, people of color is crazy to me. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like, what is this, champ? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he sometimes you got to look at things for what it is, bro. Right? Now, he's saying that, you know, the time doesn't really matter, right? Because from what the coroner say, it was a chokehold that took his life. So regardless of how you try to flip it to sway the public, right? It was from what the coroner report said, that if it wasn't for you choking him, he wouldn't have passed away. This is what the official coroner report says, champ. So it doesn't matter if you switched your grip. It doesn't matter if it was 5 minutes or 15 minutes. When it comes to me, it doesn't matter. So why, when it comes to you, that matters? I remember back in the day when I was a kid, I was probably about 11 years old. I gotta find this clip real quick before we get into his final word of what he says, right? It was a young black kid that got life for doing a wrestling move to his younger cousin or his younger friend. It was a girl though. Like, he did the most devastating power bomb of all time, but he was like 9 years old and they gave son life. They treated son like, know what I'm saying? Like, so it's things like that that made me stop wrestling with my my little cousins and all that, because it's like, damn, bro, like, even if it's a mistake, if it's me, I'm going down for life. If you take somebody's life and you me, you're going to jail for life. That's just the bottom line, bro. I don't know if y'all remember that, but son did the most devastating hurricane rod of all time and took little homegirl life, champ. And they treated son like he was a grown man. Hold on one second, bro. I believe he was like 12 years old, bro. I'm gonna try to find that. With wrestling move. Yep. Y'all remember, son? Y'all remember, son? I'm about to pull the pictures up. Real quick. Bro. Because this picture right here, bro, and my mom's is like, yo, see, bro, see. See, bro, you can't be playing. You can't be playing out here. On my soul. This is it right here. A 13-year-old boy. Yep. Hold on 1 second. I'm about to upload this picture real quick. And we gonna talk about this, and then we gonna get to the last thing that son say. I don't know if y'all remember this picture right here, champ, but this picture y'all should remember, champ. All right. This picture y'all should remember, champ. I remember that. Yep. He sounds like the guy who was jogging in Georgia. Why did he pass away if you were just trying to restrain? Because he didn't know what he was doing. All right. But I'm just pointing out, when it's a mistake, you get immediate jail time, champ. when it's a mistake, you get immediate jail time. Boy sentenced to 3 years. Okay, so he got 3 years for death of sister using wrestling moves. A 13-year-old boy who admitted to taking his sister's life while practicing wrestling moves has been sentenced. The boy, whose name has not been released, will spend 3 years in the juvenile hall. However, he will get credit for the 6 months he has already. The judge recommended the boy be sent to the Bridge City Center for Youth to get support from family and members of his church. Damn, WWE supports Judge Jansen's summation that the 13-year-old boy absolutely knew that he was hurting. See, like in like, I was wrong about the time, champ. I'm not gonna hold you. He did about 3 years or so. I think he did a little bit more than 3 years because he got out. He had a mustache and all that, champ. All right, but this right here is like what got everybody crazy at that time, right? So it says that Shorty passed away. And the WWE supports the judge summation that the 13-year-old boy absolutely knew that he was hurting his 5-year-old little sister. Therefore, it is illogical to conclude that the brutality, wow, that the brutal and ultimately fatal beating of a 5-year-old, like they was wording it crazy, bro, like fatal beating and all that with move, bro. You know how many people I stunned in junior high school? Like, that was a thing, bro. You going around, you kicked them in the stomach and you stunned them. Now I'm saying, like, bro, we was stunning people, bro. Like, I was hitting people with stunners, bro. Imagine if somebody really got hurt, how they would have did that. All right. But yeah, bro, it's just nasty. It's just nasty. I say that to say he's giving us a glimpse into what his defense is going to be. And I don't believe that should be allowed. Like, I thought that it was against the law to talk about an open case. But Mark the Shark filled me in. It's not against the law. It's just dumb. That's why people don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, some people get told not to talk about the case, but it's not illegal to talk about a case, an open case, unless you're a juror or something like that, right? So let's get into the last thing that Jordan, I keep calling this guy Jordan Neely, that Daniel Penny said, man. Let's go.
We were all scared. Mr. Neely was yelling in these passengers' faces, and they looked terrified. The reason why there was no video at the start of the altercation was because people were too afraid getting away from him, and the videos didn't start until they saw that situation was under control. I knew I had to act, and I acted in a way that would protect the other passengers, protect myself, and protect Mr. Neely. I used this hole to restrain him.
Protect Mr. Neely is crazy.
My hand on top of his head
after you took his life.
Body. You could see in the video there's a clear rise and fall of his chest, indicating that he was still breathing. And I'm calibrating my grip based on the force that he's exerting. And I was trying to keep him on the ground until the police came. I was praying that the police would come and take this situation over. I didn't want to be put in that situation, but I couldn't just sit still and let him carry out these threats.
Because as long as you have the upper hand, you're good. You're calling, you want the police to come because you're about to lose your grip, champ. You know, if it was the other way around, some would have been ragdolling you, champ. So of course, you got the upper hand. You can't wait for the police to come. It's just common. It's just common, bro. I've seen this a lot in my life. I've seen this a lot in my life, bro. All right. He may say it's not racial, which he may not be a racist, champ, right? but what he did was stupid. And I believe that he should be held accountable for Jordan Neely's passing away, champ. And he keeps saying, like, in the video, you see his chest going up and down. That's a clear indication of him breathing. Like, bro, you're not a doctor, bro. He may have been gasping for air. That may have been his last breath. What we seen his chest go up and down. He may have been trying to breathe, bro. Who are you to tell people that he was breathing? He's passed away, bro. And they said that it's your fault, bro. All right. The coroner report came back and said that it was your fault, champ. And it's been since May or something like that, bro. Since early May, bro. All right. Come on, champ. We're not doing this. All right. You can sway who you want to sway, but don't sway me because you ain't got the answers, champ. I had to act. Bro, he think he Bruce Wayne. That's called a vigilante, champ. That's what that's called, bro. That's called a vigilante, champ. That is what that's called. You do not get to be out here and be a bro. This is not Kick-Ass. This is not Blank Man. This is not Media Man. This is not No Man, champ. Spider, Bat, or Iron. It's not No Man, champ. You're not those guys, and those guys are working against the law, champ. It's just facts. This is why Batman don't never body nobody for real, unless they some real evil villains. But like, bro, this is why he don't body nobody. This is why none of them body people like that. You see that? Ninja Turtles, they got swords and all that. They be slapping people with their sword. They'll never stab. Because if they body somebody, they know what it is. Yeah, bro, we can beat them up, but we can't body him, champ. We're going to go to jail. They're going to lock us up and put us in Pelican Bay, champ. This is why they don't body people in comic books, champ. Jesus Christ. How you calibrating your grip and dude passed away? Because he's trying to make it seem like it wasn't his fault that son passed away, bro. He's trying to make it seem like it's not his fault that son passed. He was on drugs. He was screaming at people. I was scared. Move out of New York. If that's what you're scared of, move out of New York, bro. Bro, imagine working in a facility that house people with mental illness like I did, bro. Imagine the type of stuff I heard. I cannot just yoke people out and all that, bro. The first thing they told me, bro, if any of them get out of hand, bro, and you feel like you can't talk to them, you have to call the police. That's what they said. They didn't teach me how to restrain none of them because you're not supposed to restrain nobody. Who are you? You're not supposed to restrain anybody. You're supposed to call the police. My phone worked in the subway. I don't know about yours. Wi-Fi all through the subway. What are we doing? Salute to Robert Lester. Y'all do what he did. Hit that super chat, champ. All right? Hit that super chat. All right? Salute, Rob. You already know the vibes, man. You here every day. I salute you, champ. All right. 337 the kids salute as well for that good old super chat. Going into shop can take your life. Plus, dude was probably weak already from not eating anything. Exactly, bro. He didn't have any food or anything to drink. Why he didn't say that? Hold on. Wait a second. Back it up. Rewind, champ. Why didn't he say that? So he never said that? In all these clips I played, he didn't say anything about son saying that he was hungry. Did he? Bro, this is wrong. This is straight wrong, bro, because you're not telling the whole story, bro. This is why you're not supposed to be talking, because you're not telling the whole story. What happened to the part where he was saying, bro, I haven't had anything to eat. I haven't had nothing to drink, and people was ignoring him. And then he gets angry like, yo, you know what? I'm ready to go to jail today. Like, I heard that wild time. I'm ready to go to jail today. Bro, as long as he don't touch me or touch any of these old ladies or kids, I have no problem with what he's saying, bro. This is a public bus station, bro. As long as he's not violating nobody and touching nobody, bro, like, what can you do, champ? But why didn't you say, yo, he came on the train asking for food and beverage? Why you didn't say that is because people would say, well, why you just didn't give him $5, bro? If that's what he wanted, why you just didn't give him $5, bro? Like, instead of taking his life, you could have just gave him $5, bro. $6, bro. He'd have got a halal for $5, and he'd have got a nice cold Pepsi, champ, from out the bottom where the ice is at. He'd have went right to halal. Let me get a halal chicken over rice, put a couple of pieces of the pita bread in there, put the pita bread on the grill. He'd have had a gourmet meal, champ. Let me get white sauce, hot pause on the white sauce, but the white sauce is fire, champ. All right, pause on the white sauce, but I can't have halal without white sauce. But yeah, man, he'd have got a whole platter, champ, with a drink in Manhattan for $5.50, $6, bro. He'd have had it all, champ. He could have walked to a dollar slice and got $5 slices in a drink for $6. On my soul, he'd have been full for the next 2 days. But the reason why you didn't mention that is because you're trying to sway the public opinion to be on your side. And this is why I can't allow that. This is why I have to talk about this, because if I don't, none of my constituents are. Not my constituents, because that means showface. I'm not talking about showface. I'm talking about people that have platforms that talk about everything else. They're not going to talk about this. They not. So what he says to his people is going to rock. Nah, champ. It's not going to rock. It's not going to rock. He confessing in the video and taking it to trial. Not going to lie, I'm confused a little bit. Yo, I'm confused too, because I didn't know that this was okay to do. I didn't know that when you take somebody's life and you get charged and you're out on bail, you can go about making videos telling what happened that night in your point of view. But your point of view is tainted because it's your point of view, champ. This is why it's up to a juror and lawyers and a judge to say what happened or not, champ. 9 times out of 10, there's going to be video from the subway, champ. All right, it's going to be some type of other video that comes out, but that's for the judge, the jury, the lawyers to convict you on, champ. It's not for you to come out here and talk to us or talk like you already got wild donations, and you're already up like 5 million donations. He's already up like $5 million in donations, bro. Understand, I'm not somebody that lies. He's up to about $5 million in donations from people that's donating to his cause, calling him a hero. People that don't even live in New York. Like the guy that was on the platform talking about he just did a work of God. That guy was from Maryland. He's not from New York, bro. You don't even know what you're talking about, bro. You have never even been in New York. That's the first question I asked him. Have you been in New York? Nah, I haven't been. So how do you feel like this man did the work of God? The work of God would have been helping this brother eat, correct? And that's just how I feel, champ. I just gave a fiend in front of the package store, bro. I just gave son my last change I had in my pocket. And I ain't got it at all to be doing that, champ. Like, I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. I have nothing. I got kids, champ. I can't be, but in my mind, I'm like, yo, I haven't gave nobody anything in a while. Like, I've been on some, bro, I got kids, like, just walking past them, like, but I'm like, bro, I haven't given nobody 50 cents. I haven't given nobody $1. I haven't given nobody nothing in a while. And I used to do that all the time. I used to just, yo, here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know it's going to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to come back. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to come back to you. So it's like, bro, you're supposed to do that, bro. All right? You're not a good person if you take somebody's life. You're just not. I mean, unless you're really protecting yourself. It's, in this situation, bro, like, you're not a good person, and you're lying, bro, because you're not saying that son was hungry and he was crying out for help. You're not saying that. But the passenger said that. The passenger said that he was asking for food and beverage, champ. All right, so that's unholy. All right. Mark the Shark says, went to Sama. He's got plenty of supporters in his social media culture. Like I said, he got about $5 million in donations from the last time I checked, which I can check again if y'all want me to. If y'all want to see how much money he got in his donations that people donated to him, let me know and I'll find it for y'all. Because the last time I checked, it was around 5 million, and the week before that it was at 2 million. So it was moving up to like 2 million a week straight off Twitter, because they don't post it nowhere else. Straight off Twitter, Twitter is the hub of that type of stuff. It's the hub of hatred, if you will. Now, people says doing these videos can also get you locked into a statement as well. Yes, champ. Yes, and the first thing that they're going to ask him is, well, what happened to him coming on the train asking for food? Oh, yeah, he did say that. Yeah, bro, like, that's what he said. All the other stuff you saying is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. He asked for food and beverage. People wanted to not pay him no attention. He got mad. I seen that 1,000 times, bro. And you know what? I never seen nobody violated by, bro. I didn't took the, like I said, bro. The percentage of you seeing somebody actually get hurt on the subway by somebody else is slim to none. So it's almost like getting hit by lightning. It's almost like getting struck by lightning, bro. You're really not gonna see nobody. You're gonna see some stuff, but you're not gonna see nobody get attacked. I've never seen nobody get attacked on the train, and I've taken the train like. If you got to go to all right, so look, if you got to go to Manhattan, just Manhattan, I'm just going to leave it to Manhattan. If you got to go to Manhattan, 9 times out of 10, if it's not Sunday, you're not going to drive. For one, because if you don't know the way to go without the toll, that toll is going to crush you going back and forth into Manhattan. All right. Me, I go through Queens Boulevard and I take the Kosciuszko Bridge, champ. That's the free bridge, but it takes a long time. And if it's not Sunday, you're not going to find parking in Manhattan. You're not going to find no parking in Manhattan. So what people do when you're from Brooklyn, you're from Queens, you take the train into Manhattan. You walk around and you take the train. I mean, you go handle business or whatever you're doing, champ, and then you take the train home. That's what you do, champ. So you avoid all that other stuff. So I've taken the train a lot, bro. All right. I went to school. I went to the Institute of Audio Research in Manhattan. That's in Union Square, I think. Like, I've never seen nobody get hurt on the train, bro. The court of public opinion is not a legal representation, but it makes people feel a certain type of justice. Yeah, it's clout justice, champ. It's clout justice. It's clusters. All right? It's clusters. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Yeah, because they're going to ask him, so how hard did you choke him? And so you admitted that you actually did choke him. Even though they got the videos, they still going to ask those questions. Yeah, show the cash. All right, copy. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm about to find it right now, champ. Daniel Penny, GoFundMe. Let me see. There we go. All right, so I was tweaking. It's a site called Give Send Go. It's not GoFundMe. It's a site called Give Send Go. Right there. That son right there. Campaign created by Razor Kenneth PC. The funds from this campaign will be received by Razor and Kenneth PC. That is his lawyers, and they raised about almost $3 million. So I was off. All right. But it's upwards of $3 million, champ. All right. It's upwards of $3 million. And as y'all can see, it says his name right there. Daniel Penny is a 24-year-old college student and a decorated Marine veteran. He's not decorated, bro. He was only in the Marines for like a year. Like, come on, champ. What are we doing? Did he go on tour somewhere? Did he take down? Oh my God, bro. Like, bro, this is just beyond me, bro. Raheem, salute, champ. You know the vibes we hear. All right. But in closing, champ, all right. Like I said, if this was you or I, we've been in jail for a long time, champ. I think the fact that this is an open case and he's out here telling his side of the story is not fair to somebody who can't tell their side of the story. All right, Mr. Jordan Neely, you made it possible that Mr. Jordan Neely cannot tell his side of the story. So for you to be on these publications and telling your story to try to sway maybe a couple of potential jurors, because that's what I think this is very nasty. All right. But rest in peace to Jordan Neely, man. Hopefully you do get some justice. All right. Hopefully you do get some justice out here, because this is very, very nasty, man. All right. Make sure y'all go over to We Are Tough on your web browser, champ. All right. Go over to wearetough.com and go ahead and get yourself some merch. Support the channel. That's a good way to support the channel, man. Go ahead and get some merch. If you don't want to go over to the website, you can scroll on over to my homepage on YouTube, all right? So you don't have to type anything. Just go to my homepage and scroll right over until you see store. Scroll down. All the songs I'll be playing is right there. Hoodies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, which I'll be wearing too soon. Once I move, I'm in the middle of moving. Once I get to the new spot, it's gonna be a whole new look, whole new background. I got a lot of stuff that's about to pop off for y'all, man. All right, so salute to y'all, and I'm up out of here. Please never chase that clout, because it will leave you in very much doubt. Salute. Warning: clouditine causes extreme cases of dumbness, reckless acts of mookism, and total loss of morality. Are you chasing clout? So is everyone. But why don't you look the part while doing it? Get your official clout merch right now at wearetough.com. That is wearetough.com. If you're chasing clout and you're out here on some mookism shit, go ahead and go over to wearetough.com and get your merch today.